This is Brian Smithers. He's going to be playing the...
That's too much. Yeah, the EWI, electronic wind instrument from Akai, 3rd or 4th generation.
And if you notice, he's blowing it like a regular instrument. And breath pressure, tonguing is how this thing works. And he's dialing in sounds here. And that's what we're playing with here. It's choosing a nice sound to work with. It's got a huge range. And I've written a large range for it to show it off. And it's not really a concerto for EWI, but the EWI's featured especially in the middle section. Now, is that still funky?
Yeah, that's... actually, it slipped on me. That was bright wah instead of funky wah.
Okay. So lovely to hear electronic musical instrument played with human expression from the breath. The vibrato's nice.
That's one of the nice things about this, is you're not just using like an LFO to create vibrato-like sound.
All right, it is the real
creating
thing.
it the way that violins and woodwind players and
So
brass players
pressure
do.
too, right? On the embouchure, it does the same thing, huh?
Pressure here is how the vibrato is created.
Oh, okay.
In the same way it is on
Nice.
most woodwind instruments.
Yep.
So,
So it's not really a breath vibrato like a flute.
can be. In fact, I set up some of my sounds specifically to use a flute diaphragm vibrato. That particular sound isn't set up to take most advantage of the diaphragm vibrato, but it changes the pulse, the amplitude instead of the actual pitch.
Now you've played saxophone in front of orchestras. Have you ever played EWI with an orchestra before?
I have not played EWI with an orchestra.
Are there very many pieces that use this that you know of? I don't know of any, but I'm sure there are. Got to be.
There are not very many that I'm aware of. I know that there's a piece that Tom Scott did a while ago where he did a piece called Night and Day or something like that. In fact, that was the title of the album. And he was featured on saxophone and EWI with a big orchestra. It might have been Patrick Williams who worked with him on that. And that there's a piece that I'm doing on my recital called In Two Worlds by Morton Subotnick, that the version I'm doing is for alto saxophone and electronics, but the original version was for alto saxophone doubling on EWI, well, the Yamaha version of it, the Yamaha WX5, with orchestra, with electronics, with a conductor having a baton in one hand and an air drum in the other hand.
It sounds almost familiar.
Yeah.
Really cool. So when's your recital?
April 16th.
Okay, so we have to come out and check out the recital.
I hope you will.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thank you, Keith. I'm looking forward to this.